Hey guys, week 4 in our crash course in Ableton Live. It's me, Ryan. Hope you've all had a wonderful week playing around on the software, made some music and made some new beats and drum parts, whatever it's been. So this week's focus, I really want to take the stuff that we've been doing in weeks 1, 2 and 3 and make it into more of a structured song. And we're going to be playing around in the arrangement view today, which is this view. Now we haven't looked at this yet. We've been working predominantly in the session view, so it'll be good for you guys to kind of branch out and go into this different part of Ableton. Now most digital audio workstations like Pro Tools or Logic or GarageBand, which many of you may have heard of or if not have, they all work left to right like this, very conventional. So Ableton is one of the few softwares, if not the only, that does allow us to make these loops and whatnot. So it is very unique in that regard. But we do want to take our loops and kind of put them in the arrangement view so we can start building it into a song that's made up of more than just loops. It's really easy to do this in Ableton, and there are a few ways in which you can do it. Obviously, the easiest way would be to simply copy and paste clips that you like into their corresponding channel over here. So for drums, copy and paste that in there and voila, there it is. And if I hit play, it will play that clip and that's all that's there, so that's all that will play. So that's one way of doing it, but that seems kind of unmusical and doesn't make a lot of sense to me to do it that way at the start. It's also much more natural to kind of feel the song out as it goes, and you can always go back and edit things later, which is the wonderful thing with the modern age. So what we're going to do is we're just going to arrange all of our clips in the session view into kind of groups that sound good together. So over here on our right where my cursor is, you can see we've got scene number 1. And as I hit that scene number 1, we should hear whatever clip is in that scene. And at this point, it's variation 1 of the drums. That's it. As I hit scene 2, we'll hear that first chord come in. So I've gone through and I've already kind of dragged these into place as I want them. So as I hit 3, I've got my lead line coming in. I've taken out a lot of the notes in that first variation to kind of add a bit more space in the lead. If I was to hit the next lead part, you can hear that a lot more elements come in. And then I'm going to launch scene 4. So as I go down, all the different elements come in and out. So the best thing for you to do right now is to arrange all of your clips into something that you like the sound of over here in the session view. Now once we've done that, I'm going to record enable all 5 of those channels like this. Now for your Windows users, you hold Command or Control and you highlight the different record enable button, and in Apple you hit Command. Once those are all record enabled, that means as soon as we hit record, this record button here, it's going to record whatever we do in those 5 channels into the arrangement view. Now also note any movements on Ableton you do will be recorded. So if you were to move this fader down halfway through the recording, it would remember exactly that and it would record that. If you were to send the drums to a delay using the sends and returns, it would also record that. So just note that. It's best if you don't want any of that information recorded to just worry about recording and hitting play at this point, and we can go in and add all those kind of nuances later. So I'm going to get straight into it and we're just going to feel it out together. So I'm just going to hit the scene number 1 and hit this record button at the top. And we're away. So that should be recording over here, and you can see that it is, which is a very good sign. And just to show you, I'll add some delay and stuff, and that will be replayed back over there. Cool. Launching scene number 2. Maybe I'll mute the kick drum. launching a couple random clips now, and then I'm going to launch scene 4. 2, 3, 4. And then to the bridge. And so on and so forth. So everything that I've just done has been recorded over here into the session view. Now to listen to that back, we just need to highlight these. What that's going to do is that's going to stop it playing from the session view, stop all those clips and play it back from the arrangement. Now just for ease's sake as well, and for your own ease, just delete all of these empty clips here because we don't need them and there's nothing going on inside them. It's also going to give you a much better visual of what you're working with, and you can see that the elements are starting to kind of come in as a song should. Great. So now we've created from our loops a simple structure for the song, which is great. Cool. Now here is where things will get interesting, hopefully for you guys, because what I want you to start doing as well is to maybe add another instrument and start layering up some other elements to the song in this arrangement view. So by doing that, you select any instrument you want. Maybe I will add I'll just add like a string just for the sake of this exercise as an example. But once your instrument, whatever instrument you decide to choose, whatever element you'd like to add, record enable it. As you hit play, once you hit record, that one channel is going to be recording, and it means you can play it in real time over the track and you can start layering elements up. Now this is where I always find things really shine, because I lay down the bass and the most simple elements of the song like I have here. Perhaps I would even lay it down without the lead line, and it was perhaps just the drums, chords and bass. And then you can go on and play over the top of that. I find it gives it a much more like kind of musical feel to do it this way, because you're adding elements, and instead of them just looping repetitively like in this session view, kind of you can make things come in and out of the song as you desire. So this week I'd like you to go away. I want you to arrange all of your clips into groups, into scenes, vertically like so. So variation 1, 2, 3, and so on. Record enable all of the channels. Then record a really simple structure into this arrangement view. And then try and add some other elements in the arrangement view over the top of your song. So that would be my task for you this week. Any questions, as always, please feel free to jump into my inbox and hit me up. Next week, we're going to take our arrangement and we're going to start mixing it, and we're going to start taking all the elements and making them work with each other. And I'm going to show you a lot of cool little tips and tricks on how to kind of make them sound as good as humanly possible. So good luck this week, guys. All the best, and I hope you guys have a lot of fun making music in Ableton Live. Thank you kindly.